Hi everyone, this is Ty Williams. How everyone is doing today? I have a question to you guys. What is great about AEW Women's Division? I really want to know because I see lots of stuff on Twitter about people saying that AEW's Women's Division is the best thing happening in professional wrestling television. And I really like to know why people love AEW's Women's Division. I don't see it as great, but they need a lot of work, especially the AEW Women Championship title belt. That needs to be revamped, and I thank God that Cody is revamping the women's title, because you need a title that represent prestige and honor. I like titles that if you see to me, I'm an old school type of person. If you look at Joshi Women Wrestling, there is this title called the Red Belt in AJW with Miami Toyota, Aya Kong, when they have their match for the huge red belt. That type of belt means a lot, and it looked fabulous. It looked nice, and I feel that AEW Women's Division could be the next big thing if they have a strong importance on how to build characters and storylines with women wrestlers. For instance, Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is not a typical woman wrestler. She's a typical wrestler who wants to prove the wrestling community that she's the best. In order for her to show the world that she's the best, she has to be NXT champion. And that is a champion. That is a fighting champion. And I like to see women wrestlers who doesn't think as a woman, but think as a wrestler. You could be a woman wrestler, because there are women who call themselves a woman wrestler, and they're not ashamed about it. The ones that say that I'm a woman wrestler, that means that they see themselves as a diva, as someone who could use their beauty and their in-ring ability to make themselves as a woman wrestler and also as a diva. But there are other women wrestlers doesn't see themselves as women wrestlers or as divas. They see themselves as wrestlers, and aka warriors in the ring. And I feel that AEW could do something different with the women's division. Like right now, you see Biswell and the Britt Baker feud, which I love. And those two feuds that this is so cool. And you see Biswell have that great personality that people love and that people will root behind her. And you have Britt Baker. She is like the total bitch, like the head bitch in charge. And I don't know why Kenny Omega and AEW try to make her as a role model. That's cheesy. But in my opinion, if you want Britt Baker to be that top heel in that woman division, she gotta be that bitch. She gotta be Britt the bitch Baker. She gotta be the bitch. I'm sorry. And she's an awesome person in real life. Very cool. But her character, she had to be that bitch. She had to be the one that her shit don't stink. And she will make sure that she dominated in AEW's Women Division. As a matter of fact, she could be dominated in AEW since she got the brains, and people who are dentists or doctors, they really smart people. They have the brains. And Britt Baker could play that role nicely as a heel. Like, she had to be the one that piss people off when she's a heel. And I feel like she got lots of amazing ideas as a heel, but if Britt Baker listen to this, drop the role model gimmick and just be the bitch gimmick. Like, I'm the bitch. I'm in charge. You guys need to bow down to me. And she gave me that too when her and Big Swole get into it. Like, her arrogance, her cockiness, her intimidation make her a standout star. As for Big Swole, she remind me of Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't know why. Like, it's something about way she talk. And when she talk, you cannot stop listen to her. It's like when she talk to you, she pull you in. Like, she's a great storyteller and a great promoter. And she's just this type of person, just very wacky and very out there. And trust me, she's gonna be a big star. But as the Japanese women wrestling, I'm afraid it will not work in AEW since half of the Japanese women wrestlers are settling down in Japan. Even some of them thinking about quitting wrestling after the death of Kimura death. Sorry, I forgot her full name. But I do see lots of Japanese women wrestlers want to settle down and want to stay away from the business. And I feel like Kenny Omega is trying to bring Joshi wrestling in AEW, but he fell on that. And I feel like the American market is not ready for Joshi women wrestling. And even the Japanese women wrestlers are not too keen with the American culture and lifestyle. And I feel like some of them in culture shock, or some of them couldn't connect with the American audience. And I feel like Kenny Omega did not give them a sense of what they need to do to make the American fans interested. The only person that who is Japanese, a Japanese woman who is a wrestler, can bring a lots of credibility and star power in AEW, and she's not in AEW, is Asuka. It's Asuka. Asuka to me could fit right in AEW because she into the video games, the nerd culture, everything related, like her culture, and people love her and connect with her. But there are other people who is racist in America couldn't connect with her, and I feel like Kenny Omega see that like this is a huge challenge of him. Like, it's easily to make yourself a star, but it's harder to make a star if you behind the scenes and if you're a booker. And bookers are very hardworking, also producers. And I feel like those two is a hardworking position. And Kenny Omega, he works as a producer and also as a wrestler, and also he's wrestling in Triple A Lucha Libre. So I understand of why he couldn't book great in the women's division, because he got lots of things on his plate that making him overwork. And I feel that if he could take time and analyze what is best for the women's division and what he sees, he will take time and reflect on which one is working and which one is better and which one is not good. So I do see that he's growing up as a producer, but also as a person who could do things right. He knows what he's doing, but it's just that everything is not coming out well for him. And Brandy Rose, I feel like Brandy Rose is, I know she's the chief brand officer, but why I feel like she's around Kenny Omega. Like, she's around Kenny Omega. Like, she's not in charge of the women's division, but I feel like there's this manipulation between Kenny and her. Like, there is this power struggle between Brandy Rose and Kenny Omega, and I feel like there is a bit of a distance between Brandy and Kenny Omega. Like, Kenny Omega is more like, I'm in charge with the women's division. And I feel like Brandy is like telling him like it is. Like, I don't like this idea about the Nightmare Collection or other things. And I feel like she bring the woman tag team tournament to trying to make the woman division notice. And what I'm worried, I feel like, you know what, I'm trying to keep it okay. I feel like the women tag team tournament will not make the women division interesting. It take a one person to make it AEW's women division interesting again. You know, one person. But I'm afraid that they're gonna re-rank AEW Women's Division and have the other women to be like managers and valet, and I think that's why I think why the fans want it that way. I feel like nowadays lots of male wrestling fans doesn't like to see women wrestling. That is what I see. And that's my honest opinion, not a fact. There are lots of men who's not really into women wrestling, period. Even I said in the video about Kenny Omega and AEW, they don't care about women wrestling because women wrestling is not the same as male wrestling. And WWE is the first company that degrade and make women wrestlers look like sex objects, degrading them or batshit crazy. But he booked the actual woman wrestler who could wrestle and drop in matches or make them look stupid. That's WWE. And AEW is kind of follow up the Attitude Era about women wrestling, which is not a good thing at all. So my question is, what made AEW women division better than other women division in professional wrestling? Comment down below. So this is Ty Williams. Good day and goodbye.